Hey guys, it's He Dude. I guess I wanted to come on here and make a short video really talking about. I know there was like a Superman 2025 by James Gunn boycott or something, which personally, it's like I think the whole thing is was a little bit ridiculous in my opinion because again, it's one thing if there's like a multiple versions of Superman that people grew up watching and shit. Which again, my favorites were Henry Cavill, Tom Welling, and I guess Brendan Routh, and even Christopher Reeve. I'll admit that. But it's like again, boycotting a movie just because you have your favorite interpretation of Superman and you don't want anybody else to be exposed to it seems a little forceful in my opinion because you're just telling people to not be interested in it just because oh no, it's like and again, it just even Rick and Morty just kind of goes to show how bit of a pushover some fans can be now, even nowadays. And it's like again, I love how they literally incorporated that shit into Rick and Morty because the one thing I love it is like when Zack Snyder literally walked over to James Gunn. He was like, "Hey, James Gunn, just know Superman is the Man of Steel, not the Man of Conversation." I'm like, "Oh my god, dude!" Again, I didn't know even before watching that clip. I guess James Gunn and Zack Snyder are actually, I guess, good friends in real life. I guess he gave his. I guess he kind of asked or something if he. But like again, personally, I didn't really hate all three of the Zack Snyder DC movies like Man of Steel or Batman v Superman, even Zack Snyder's Justice League. I thought they were really good movies. And yeah, I only say three because Zack Snyder's Justice League I thought was, miles better than Joss Whedon's 2017 Justice League because again, when I watched that, I was just bored out of my. I remember being bored out of my mind while watching that movie because it didn't. I don't know. There was something about that movie that just really bothered the shit out of me. I just personally, I didn't care much for it. But again, James Gunn really has shown he knows how to make a superhero movie because the Suicide Squad I thought that was like one of the best movies I've ever watched. I thought it was like, you know, but like thinking, it was hard to believe that this is literally the same guy that literally somewhat did the Scooby Doo movies. I'm like, what? Then and again, I basically mentioned this in one of my other videos, but again, he ended up doing fucking Peacemaker. I was like, the one thing that kind of did bug me about that is that this Peacemaker was a horrible piece of shit, dude, and yet he gets a show. I'm like, I don't even understand how that even really works. And again, like he even did the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and it's like again, like he really knew how to show his, unique, movie making style. To be honest, so again, I personally think the whole Superman boycott thing with him is a little bit ridiculous. So I guess I'll leave a comment down below if you guys want to subscribe, share, see you guys are. Peace out.